Hey guys, what's going on? Ghost Dragon 1182 here, and it's 2023 because why not? Um, Time just seems to be flying by anymore, and the last couple years have been crazy. I wanted to touch base and kind of let everybody know what's going on with the channel. Essentially, so years ago when this channel started, it was just me uploading stupid video game footage. I did a couple playthroughs and stuff, but I never really found what I wanted to do with YouTube. And then on a whim, I did a video review of an Epiphone Les Paul, and I was like, you know what, I kind of enjoy this. This is kind of fun. I don't have people in my area that are really into guitars like I am, and gear and things like that. So it kind of scratched an itch to talk about that kind of stuff with people, and some of these videos have done far better than I could have ever imagined. I mean, for this channel to have videos that have 10-15,000 views, that's a lot. And I always uploaded my music over the years and stuff like that I wrote, but I've been kind of focusing on that more, especially the last few months. I kind of buckled down and was really working on finishing some stuff, so that kind of contributed to not a lot of guitar related content. Also, I don't have any sponsorships. I don't have any partners or any contacts anywhere. So anything I review on this channel, as far as a guitar or anything like that, I gotta pay for that out of my own pocket. So I don't have a steady stream of guitars I can review. So that kind of leaves a drought in content, especially for people that just don't give a shit about my music, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying that's not, it's not necessarily what people are here for. So I've been doing a lot of thinking, and there's always going to be some guitar reviews, but it's just I might buy 6 a year, if that, or I might get my hands on 6 a year. So it's not something that I can use to have continuous content. And the unfortunate nature of YouTube is that your channel gets buried if you're not consistently putting out content. So I've been trying to think okay, what can I do? Well, something else that's happened in the last few months is I've really rediscovered a love for music. Streaming makes things very easy to get a hold of music that you might not have otherwise heard, but it can almost become overwhelming, and it's far too easy to be pick and choose songs that you really like and get away from the album experience. And I've been getting back into the album experience. Now, mind you, collecting vinyl kind of has a lot to do with that. I started collecting vinyl in 2016, but it was kind of a back burner thing. It was 1 or 2 a year, and then I started finding places around here I could buy it, because I was kind of leery of buying it on the internet. So I've been kind of picking things up here and there and buying stuff on the internet. But I kind of been moving away from streaming music and listening to albums again, whether it be a record or a CD or whatever. And I started thinking maybe to bolster content on this channel, I would start talking about bands and albums that I love. Kind of how music in general has kind of shaped my songwriting, my approach to guitar playing, and just general influences. I've touched upon them here and there when making guitar videos, but I've never really gone super in depth with them. Can't remember if I made a 5 favorite guitar players video, or if that was just something that I thought about doing and I never did. I can't remember. I thought it would be a nice way to kind of keep the channel from stagnating, and maybe draw in a new audience too. I'm not gonna lie, growth is always good. The more eyes on you, the more obviously success you may or may not have. Not that I'm looking to be successful on YouTube, but I at my core, I am a songwriter. Whether you think those songs are good or bad is up to you. But the more people I can get to listen to that stuff that I'm writing, that's the goal, right? When you write music, you want people to listen to it. Going forward, I will do guitar reviews when I can, but I'm going to supplement that content with shorts that it's kind of like an album of the day thing. Like, I'm trying to listen to an album each day when I come home from work, and not like passively listen to it like it's playing in the background while I'm doing something else, like actually sitting down and listening to an album. So some of these, if you followed me on other social media, you see some repeats because I'm reposting some of that stuff here. But like the inherent nature of vinyl, you have to dedicate yourself to that when you're listening to it. You can't, because you got to flip the record over, and then if it's a multi-record LP, then you got to switch the records and stuff like that. So you have to carve out some time to listen to that. So I thought that'd be kind of neat. I've been finding a lot of new music this last year through people I interact with on Twitter, getting on Bandcamp and stuff like that, and some of that shit's really good, and I definitely wouldn't have heard of it any other way. So some of that is my way of kind of, I guess this is like a virtual way of having that record store experience where somebody's like, hey man, check this out. That's how I got into a lot of bands when we finally got some music stores in my little podunk town here. That's how I got into Opeth. Guy at the record store was like, if you're starting to dabble into like the Swedish music and you like that kind of like heavy stuff with some contrast to it, he's like, go check out Opeth. And that's how that all started with me. You don't really have that anymore. There's not a lot. There's record stores, there's your chains like the Exchange, and then you got your mom and pop places. But like around here, there's not a lot of mom and pop stores, and the ones that are usually geared towards stuff from the 60s and 70s. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but you're not going to find a new death metal band or anything like that. And I'm telling you guys, there's some surprisingly good stuff out there that's probably flying below the radars of a lot of people. So that's kind of like my goal, and it all ties into, I guess in a way it does kind of tie into what I've been doing, because I've been doing sporadically the Riffs I Love videos and stuff like that. And I tried mixing it up and making them a little bit more interesting, so it's not just my fat ass sitting there playing the guitar, but that's had some mixed results, so maybe we'll just go back to that. I don't know. We'll see. Because it's a little bit more time well, actually, I guess it's time consuming either way, because I either got to record it and then find time to sit down and film myself playing the song or riffs or whatever. So, I'll figure that out, and I guess maybe it'll be a case-by-case basis. But, going forward, so, that's what we're going to do. Hopefully you guys stick around for, like I said, there's going to be guitar videos. We're going to be talking about music, band and album recommendations. I'll still do the riffs videos. And, of course, my own music will still be up here. I'm going to post a link in the description below. I highly suggest Bandcamp as a way to listen to some of the stuff I've been doing. It's a little bit more flexible than YouTube, because I can put demo versions up, and then as the songs get finished and vocals get recorded, I can just replace those instead of uploading a separate version. But obviously I'll keep doing what I'm doing here on YouTube, and hopefully you guys stick around for the ride, and maybe we'll get some new passengers on this theme park ride of craziness and inconsistency. That's I'm not a New Year's resolutions guy, but hopefully I'm gonna buckle down and be a little bit more consistent. This is a hobby, but I'll try to get some more weekly, hopefully, videos put out there and stuff like that. So, like I said, those of you that have been around for the ride, thank you. And if we get any new people, welcome aboard. Like always, guys, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.